Well, General Tiani before now was the head of the presidential guard charged with protecting the president. He is 62-year-old and comes from the western region of Niger, particularly the Tilaberi region. Now, that region is actually a major base now for the recruitment into the Nigerian army. So most of the members of the Nigerian military are actually from that region. So, you know, he's very well known. And, of course, he was drafted in to head the presidential guard in 2015. He's a close ally now of the former president of the country, Mamadou Issoufou, who handed over to Bazoum. And he's been credited. Now, people say he actually he actually led the resistance now against the coup plot in 2021 now to stop the swearing in of Bazoum. If you remember, 2021, a unit of the Nigerian army actually seized the presidential palace just days to the inauguration of Bazoum. Of course, that coup was not successful, and that he led the resistance against it. But now he is in the saddle of power, and it's difficult to tell how he's been received. The reception has been mixed. There are those who are against the coup, and of course there are those who are in support of it. And for now, the situation in Niger is sort of tensed, and the curfew is still on. But at least it's now clear that it appears it's now a done deal. The country now has a new leader, if you like.
Deji, I mean, how likely is he to hold on to power given the international condemnation for this coup?
Well, it's difficult to tell at the moment because, just as you have said, you're quite right, international condemnation for the coup has been widespread from across the world. I mean, whether you're talking about the European Union, the UN, ECOWAS, and all of that. So it's been, I mean, the condemnation has been strong and very categorical. And just recently, the president of France, after the announcement of, after Tiani now declared himself president, the president of France, of course, went on television to make this statement. Take a listen.
I would like to make it absolutely clear that France condemns in the strongest possible terms this coup against a courageous, democratically elected leader who is carrying out the reforms and investments his country needs and whom we support, as we did his predecessor from the outset. This coup is totally illegitimate and deeply dangerous for the people of Niger and for the whole region.
Now, the sentiment has been the same across board from the international community, condemnation from everywhere. The next thing everyone is waiting to see is how ECOWAS responds to this. I mean, there has to be a response. We understand there's going to be an emergency meeting of ECOWAS heads of state now on Sunday, and everyone waits to see what that response will be. But it's on record that ECOWAS says it is not going to tolerate this. And in fact, before this coup happened, ECOWAS was talking about setting up a standby military force now to prevent coups of this nature from happening. So it'll be interesting to see how ECOWAS responds to what has just happened in Niger. Jamie?
Deji, thank you for that. Our correspondent Deji Badmus in Nigeria.